The Art of Being Missed, Stoic Wisdom for Lasting Connections. Beyond absence, crafting a memorable presence. Have you ever pondered the intricate dance of human connection, specifically what truly compels someone to yearn for your presence, to genuinely miss you? It's a question that delves far deeper than mere physical distance. It's a question that is more than a simple equation of time apart. It taps into the complex interplay of emotions, memories, and the unique qualities that define your interactions with others. It's a delicate blend of psychology and philosophy. Often, we mistakenly believe that simply withdrawing our attention or playing hard to get is the key. However, the reality is far more nuanced and requires a deeper understanding of human psychology, particularly the power of creating a meaningful and lasting presence. The art of being missed isn't about manipulation or gamesmanship. It's about cultivating authenticity, embodying inner strength, and leaving an indelible mark on the hearts and minds of those we connect with. This exploration is about cultivating a presence so authentic and impactful that its absence resonates deeply, prompting genuine longing and reflection. What triggers this longing? What subtle cues amplify someone's sense of yearning and make them think of you more often? We will explore how moments of absence can be strategically used to deepen emotional connection. This is not about manipulation, but about understanding and respecting human emotions. Whether you've recently ended a relationship, are experiencing a drift with someone you once held close, or simply desire to cultivate deeper connections in your life, this video is designed to offer practical advice and profound understanding. We'll explore how to create a presence that is both meaningful and memorable, leaving a void that is felt in your absence. It is important to note that our goal is not to teach you how to control another person's feelings, but to empower you to become the best version of yourself, attracting healthy and fulfilling relationships based on mutual respect and genuine connection. If you're new to the channel and eager for more content on relationships and Stoic wisdom, make sure to hit that red subscribe button and join our community. Your journey to deeper connection starts here. Let's dive in. 10 triggers that amplify longing. Let's delve into the 10 specific triggers that can amplify someone's sense of longing and make them think of you more often, blending these psychological insights with the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. 1. She feels invisible, the power of attentive presence. In the whirlwind of everyday life, it's easy to become lost in the crowd, to feel overlooked and insignificant. We often overlook the importance of the attention we receive from others. We are constantly bombarded with information, demands, and expectations, making it difficult to truly connect with others on a meaningful level. It's not until that attention fades away that we truly grasp its significance. The need to be seen and acknowledged is a fundamental human desire. When a woman suddenly feels ignored, it can evoke a deep sense of loss and yearning for the person who once made her feel genuinely seen. This sensation of invisibility can show up in different ways. Perhaps she shares a success and notices there's no one to celebrate with her like you used to, or maybe she has a rough day and misses how you could sense her mood and offer support without her needing to say a word. This feeling of invisibility can manifest in various ways, from subtle dismissals to outright neglect. Perhaps she shares a success and notices there's no one to celebrate with her like you used to. Or maybe she has a rough day and misses how you could sense her mood and offer support without her needing to say a word. These seemingly small instances can trigger a deep sense of longing for the person who once made her feel valued and understood. From a Stoic perspective, this situation highlights the importance of being present and attentive in our relationships. The Stoics taught us to value what is within our control and to be fully engaged in the present moment. They emphasized the importance of focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, and accepting what we cannot control, the actions and opinions of others. When you were present with her, giving her your full attention, it wasn't just about being there physically, it was about being there emotionally and mentally as well. This kind of presence is rare in today's fast-paced world where distractions are everywhere and genuine connection often feels elusive. This kind of attentive presence is increasingly rare in today's distracted world, where technology and social media often take precedence over genuine human connection. To make her miss you, it's about cultivating that same kind of Stoic presence in your absence. When she remembers how you used to be fully attentive to her needs, she realizes the depth of connection that is now missing. It's not just about playing hard to get or manipulating emotions, it's about genuinely understanding the power of your presence and how much it mattered. Being present involves actively listening, showing empathy, and demonstrating genuine interest in her thoughts, feelings, and experiences. It's about creating a space where she feels safe, valued, and understood. Consider the Stoic principle of appreciating what you have while you have it, but not being attached when it's gone. When she realizes that your attentiveness wasn't something everyone can offer, she begins to see just how much she took it for granted. This is where the power of your absence becomes a tool. By stepping back, you give her the space to reflect on what life feels like without your thoughtful presence. This principle encourages us to cherish the present moment and appreciate the relationships we have, while also recognizing that everything is temporary and subject to change. It's about finding contentment in the present, rather than clinging to the past or fearing the future. Imagine a situation where she comes home after a long day feeling exhausted and drained. In the past, you would have noticed the tension in her shoulders, the slight slump in her walk, and you would have known exactly how to comfort her, whether it was with a warm hug, a listening ear, or just a quiet evening together. Now she finds herself alone with those feelings, realizing how much she misses the way you used to care for her. In a world where authentic attention is becoming rarer, the memory of someone who truly saw her can be incredibly powerful. It serves as a poignant reminder of our deep need for recognition and understanding and the exceptional nature of someone who meets that need. From my personal experience, cultivating this kind of attentive presence has been transformative in my relationships. I used to be so focused on my own thoughts and needs that I often failed to truly listen to what others were saying. I was present in body but absent in mind. However, after adopting a more mindful approach to communication, I began to notice a significant improvement in my relationships. I started to actively listen, ask thoughtful questions, and show genuine empathy. As a result, people felt more valued, understood, and connected to me. Embrace the Stoic wisdom of being irreplaceable by being genuinely present and attentive when you are there and allowing your absence to speak volumes when you are not. This way, she will feel the weight of your presence even when you're not around, making her miss you more profoundly. It is a lesson I wish I had learned earlier in life. It would have saved me a lot of heartache. 2. She faces disruptions in daily routines, the comfort of shared habits. In life, we are creatures of habit. Our daily routines bring us comfort and a sense of stability. These routines often become intricately woven with the presence of those we care about. Routine provides structure, predictability, and a sense of control in a world that can often feel chaotic and uncertain. When someone is no longer a part of our daily life, it disrupts these routines, creating a void that is hard to ignore. The disruptions serve as constant reminders of their absence. From a Stoic viewpoint, these disruptions serve as powerful reminders of impermanence and the ever-changing nature of life. They remind us of how deeply intertwined our lives are with others and how their absence can ripple through our everyday activities, creating an emotional imbalance. These disruptions can range from small inconveniences to significant changes in lifestyle. Imagine this: she wakes up in the morning and there's no good morning text from you. It was a small but significant part of her day, a simple gesture that brought a smile to her face. Or perhaps she comes home from work expecting to share dinner with someone but finds the house empty and quiet. These moments, though seemingly minor, are potent reminders of your absence. They break the flow of her routine, and with each disruption, the sense of longing and missing becomes more profound. A regular morning coffee, a shared commute, or an evening phone call, these seemingly insignificant habits can create a powerful sense of connection and stability. The key to making her miss you is not about playing games or manipulating emotions, but rather about understanding the value of your presence. You can't control whether she misses you, but you can be the kind of person whose absence is felt. Focus on being the best version of yourself and bringing positivity into others' lives. When you do this, your absence is naturally felt, and she will miss you not because of manipulation but because of the genuine connection and comfort you provided. The best advice is to be present and meaningful when you are around. Engage in genuine conversations, create memorable experiences, and contribute positively to her life. When you bring value and joy into someone's life, your absence will naturally create a void. For example, instead of sending generic messages, make them personal and thoughtful. Share a moment from your day, ask about hers, or recall a shared memory. These small acts of connection become a part of her daily routine, something she looks forward to and misses when it's gone. Make the messages personal. Make them mean something. It is important to show that you care. If you regularly took walks together after work or had a favorite show you watched every Thursday night, these shared experiences became ingrained in her life. When you're no longer there, these routines are disrupted, and the absence becomes a constant reminder of what she's missing. These routines build memories and feelings that are tough to replace. In essence, by being genuinely present and adding meaningful value to her life, you create a space that only you can fill. When you step back, the disruption of these routines makes her realize the depth of your impact on her daily life. Focus on being the best version of yourself and bringing positivity into others' lives. When you do this, your absence is naturally felt, and she will miss you not because of manipulation but because of the genuine connection and comfort you provided. The Stoic lesson here is clear: focus on being the best version of yourself and bringing positivity into others' lives. One personal example comes to mind from a past relationship. We had a habit of making each other a cup of tea every morning. It was a simple gesture, but it became a cherished ritual. When the relationship ended, the absence of that morning cup of tea was a constant reminder of what I had lost. It was a small thing, but it symbolized something much larger: the shared intimacy and comfort that we once enjoyed. 3. She feels the sting of loneliness, the unique comfort you provided. Loneliness is a powerful emotion that can create a deep void within someone's heart. For a woman, this feeling can be even more intense when she reflects on times when she felt genuinely connected with someone special, perhaps with you. This emotion triggers many memories of her relationship with you. In moments of solitude, her mind naturally drifts back to those who made her feel understood and valued. This emotional space becomes fertile ground for longing and romance, amplifying memories of the companionship she once shared with you. She will miss the peace and comfort that you gave her. It is in these moments that the bond will feel more important to her. This can trigger more yearning and more desire to feel the comfort again. Understanding the nature of loneliness can be a tool for both personal growth and fostering deeper connections. Stoicism teaches us to observe our emotions without being overwhelmed by them, allowing us to see loneliness not just as a negative feeling but as a reminder of the meaningful connections we've had. The Stoics teach us to take control of our emotions. By acknowledging our loneliness, we can better understand our needs for connection and take steps to fulfill them in healthy ways. For example, you can meet new people. In this case, understanding the feeling will help the person move forward in a good way. When she feels isolated, whether at home in the quiet of her room, lost in a crowd, or surrounded by friends who don't quite resonate with her, these are the moments she realizes the unique space you occupied in her life. To make her miss you more, it's essential to focus on the quality of your interactions rather than merely being present. According to Stoic teachings, presence is not just about physical proximity but also about emotional ability and understanding. The Stoic philosophers focused on the connection with each other. They knew that true friendships and relationships were beneficial for the heart and for the mind. When you were with her, if you genuinely listened, shared your thoughts openly, and created moments of true connection, these are the memories that will reassure us when she is alone. It's the shared laughter over inside jokes, the peaceful silences where words weren't necessary, and the feeling of being completely seen and accepted that stand out. Think of a time when you both shared a quiet evening together talking about dreams and fears under the stars, or when you gave her space to vent her frustrations without judgment. These are moments where you were present not just in body but in spirit, providing her with a sense of security and understanding. When she is alone, these are the times she will reminisce about yearning for that sense of comfort and belonging. It is these feelings that are the most powerful. Moreover, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of understanding the tranche and nature of life's experiences. By embodying this principle, you allow her to experience the natural ebb and flow of her emotions without constantly trying to remind her of your presence. Instead, create memories that stand the test of time, moments filled with sincerity and depth which she will naturally miss when you're not around. It is in these situations where she will see the bond was real and true. We need to take steps to control ourselves. Remember, loneliness can also lead her to idealize past relationships, focusing more on the good times and forgetting the bad. This idealization can make her long for your presence even more. But as a Stoic, your goal is not to manipulate these feelings but to provide genuine moments of connection. When you let go of the need to always be in her mind and instead focus on being authentic and present, she will naturally miss the real you. This is the power of emotional connection and the art of making someone truly miss you by being the person who absent leaves a gap that no one else can fill. It is more than just a good memory, it is a real emotional void. 4. She measures others by your standards, the benchmark of authenticity. It's natural for people to make comparisons, especially when it comes to relationships. This tendency is something Stoicism teaches us to be aware of, not to let it control us, but to understand its roots. Understanding this tendency can help us move forward in a positive manner. When a woman interacts with other men, whether socially or romantically, she may find herself unconsciously measuring them against the standard you set. This isn't just a random occurrence, it's a reflection of the meaningful connection you shared and the impact you had on her life. It can cause her to pause and reconsider the bond that she had with you. In the context of Stoic philosophy, this comparison can be seen as a form of attachment. Stoicism encourages us to recognize such attachments and reflect on what they mean. The Stoic philosophers teach us to take control of our feelings, to not be controlled by our attachments. You can understand the attachment and then take steps to control your actions. We can use this insight to help move forward in a positive way. For her, comparing others to you can spark a renewed admiration for your unique qualities. It might remind her of your humor, your attentiveness, your intelligence, or even those quirky traits that made you so memorable to her. When she meets someone new and notices that they lack these characteristics, it highlights the unique bond you shared. This isn't about putting you on a pedestal or diminishing the value of others, rather, it's about acknowledging the special mix of attributes you brought into her life. Stoicism reminds us that every person we meet is different and has their own virtues. While another man might excel in some areas, he can't replicate the overall experience of being with you. For example, imagine she's on a date with someone new and they're talking about a shared interest. She might think he's nice, but he doesn't make me laugh like you did, or he's successful, but he doesn't understand me in the way you did. These thoughts reflect the deep impression you left on her, showing that your qualities still resonate with her even in your absence. These feelings are powerful. It is tough to connect with another person in the same way that she connected with you. So, how can you use this Stoic understanding to make her miss you? First, focus on being your authentic self. By living according to your values and being true to who you are, you naturally set a standard that others will compare to. Embrace your unique qualities without the need to prove anything. When you act with integrity and maintain a strong sense of self, you naturally leave a lasting impression. She will see that your virtues and good character are not just a facade. Your actions and your words match. This will make a strong impression. This will set a very high benchmark. Moreover, practice detachment in the Stoic sense. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care, it means you're not emotionally dependent on her feelings. By being independent and self-sufficient, you not only demonstrate confidence but also show that your happiness is tied to her actions. This creates a powerful dynamic where she may begin to miss the stability and strength you brought into her life. In essence, recognize that when a woman compares others to you, it's a testament to the unique bond you shared. In essence, recognize that when a woman compares others to you, it's a testament to the unique bond you shared. By embodying Stoic principles, authenticity, self-control, and understanding, you not only make a lasting impression but also create an environment where she naturally comes to miss the special connection you had. 5. She struggles emotionally, the steadfast support you offered. When life throws its inevitable curveballs, it's natural to seek comfort in the familiar, especially from those who have been a source of strength and stability. It is important to be able to find peace in tough situations. For a woman going through tough times, the absence of your support can become glaringly apparent, making her acutely aware of how much she misses you. She will look for what is most familiar to her. In these moments of hardship, she might recall how you were always there to listen without judgment, how you shared thoughtful advice rooted in wisdom, or how you simply offered a calming presence that made everything feel a little easier to bear. You didn't try to fix her problems, but you listened to her. You were there to simply be a friend. That can have a profound impact. The contrast between facing these challenges alone and remembering the times when you were there to support her can make your absence feel even more profound. She will long for that comfortable and familiar feeling that you gave her. Now, let's bring in a Stoic perspective. The Stoics teach us that we cannot control external circumstances, but we can control how we respond to them. Similarly, in relationships, while you cannot control how she feels or the difficulties she encounters, you can influence the memory she associates with you. By consistently being someone who offers emotional stability and understanding during the relationship, you create a strong foundation that she will likely miss when times get tough. In this area, it is important to remember the long-term view. What you do and how you react matters. It's not just about being there to fix problems, anyone can do that. It's about being that unique source of emotional steadiness and balance, someone who provides perspective in moments of chaos, and whose presence alone can bring a sense of calm. It is the steadiness that makes you stand out. It is important to be a rock. This gives the impression that you have it together. This trait is very attractive. Think about this: if you had a knack for making her laugh even when things were bleak, or if you were the one who could shift her mindset with a few well-placed words, these are qualities that become especially treasured in your absence. When she faces emotional hardships, she'll find herself longing for those moments of likeness or that clear guiding perspective you provided. You made her feel like she could take on the world. The Stoics remind us to cultivate virtues and qualities not just for ourselves but also for the benefit of others. By being that source of emotional support, you make yourself invaluable in ways that go beyond the superficial. It is what is on the inside that matters. People are able to see your heart. It is not about what you say but what you do. So, how can you adapt this understanding to make her miss you? It's about being mindful of the emotional impact you have on others, cultivating a sense of empathy and understanding that makes your presence feel like a safe haven, being the person who listens actively, who offers wisdom without judgment, and who brings a sense of calm and reassurance. When you consistently demonstrate these qualities, you leave an indelible mark on her heart. When you're no longer around, the contrast between your supportive presence and the voice void that follows will be stark. Difficult times often lead us to reflect on our relationships and the people who have been there for us. This reflection can deepen her appreciation for the emotional support she once had with you, making her miss you even more. Recognize this aspect of human psychology, and applying Stoic principles to it can help you understand the significant role of emotional support in relationships. The connections we build during good times become even more crucial during challenges, leaving lasting imprints on our hearts and minds. In this way, by embodying the qualities of emotional stability and support, you naturally become someone she misses when you're not around, reinforcing the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. 6. Observing happy couples, the mirror of lost connection. Observing happy couples often stirs up a mix of emotions, especially for someone who has recently lost a connection. This can be triggered by the desire to find that happiness again. It can also be the fear that they will never have that happiness. Seeing other couples will trigger all sorts of emotions. In the context of Stoic philosophy, this feeling of longing and nostalgia isn't just a random occurrence but a sign of something deeper, reminder of what we once valued and shared. She will remember the bond that the two of you had. It is impossible not to. When a woman sees other couples enjoying each other's company, it can bring back vivid memories of the moments she shared with you, intensifying her sense of missing you. Suppose she's sitting alone in a coffee shop watching the couple laugh over a shared joke. The sight might remind her of the laughter and light-hearted conversations she once had with you. Or perhaps she sees a couple strolling hand in hand in the park looking completely at ease in each other's presence. This simple act of togetherness can evoke memories of the times when she felt the same comfort and security walking beside you. It is seeing what you had that will trigger those memories. These encounters are often unexpected and can hit her hard, making her realize how much she misses those moments of connection. From a Stoic standpoint, such reflections can be valuable. They remind us of what we appreciated and teach us about the importance of meaningful relationships. Instead of getting lost in regret, we can use this awareness to adapt and become better. Remember those feelings, and learn from them. If you want her to miss you, consider embodying the Stoic ideals of self-control, independence, and inner strength. Instead of constantly reaching out or trying to rekindle old flames, focus on becoming the best version of yourself. This doesn't mean becoming distant or cold, rather, it's about being mindful of your actions and emotions. When she sees you living your life fully, pursuing your passions, maintaining your calm under pressure, and respecting your own space, she might start to miss the stability and confidence you brought into her life. It is seeing you be strong that may cause her to reflect. You can also make her miss you by cherishing the memories you made together without being defined by them. Stoic understands that change is a natural part of life. While it's okay to remember the past fondly, it's more important to focus on the present and what you can control. By showing that you are at peace with yourself and that you value your own happiness, you create a sense of intrigue and admiration that can make her realize what she had and what she now misses. 7. She navigates social events alone, devoid of shared experiences. Attending social events alone can create a stark contrast between the memories of shared moments and the reality of being on her own. She will have no one to share those moments with. It is a stark reminder of the lost connection. When she goes to gatherings that were once enjoyed with you, your absence is not just noticeable but deeply felt. It's during these moments that she may start to realize just how much she misses you and the unique way you enhance these experiences. In Stoic terms, absence makes the heart grow fond because it allows someone to truly appreciate what they had. She is experiencing her life without you. When she attends these events alone, whether it's a casual get-together with friends or a more formal celebration, she becomes acutely aware of the void left by your absence. This isn't just about having a date to accompany her, it's about the specific qualities you brought to her social experiences. For example, think about the way you used to bring a lively energy to conversations, making even the dullest events enjoyable. Or perhaps you provided a calming presence that helped her feel more at ease, especially if she struggled with social anxiety. When she finds herself in these situations without you, she may miss the comfort and security that came from having you by her side. Without your shield, she now has to take on the world on her own. This can be a scary situation. From a Stoic perspective, we understand that what she misses is not just the physical presence but the emotional support and the shared understanding that comes from having someone who knows you well. The Stoics teach us to value these connections deeply, recognizing that they are rare and should be cherished. When she navigates social events alone, she might start to realize that it's not just about having someone to go with but about missing the specific ways you made her feel understood and supported. To make her miss you more, consider focusing on your own self-improvement and personal growth. The Stoics would advise you to remain composed and focused on what you can control, your own actions and character. By being the best version of yourself, you become someone whose absence is truly felt. When you don't chase after her or seek validation from her, you embody a sense of calm confidence that she may find herself longing for. Make your life bigger. Be more confident. If you do this, that will say more about you. Furthermore, you can remind her of the positive qualities you brought to those social experiences, perhaps by posting a picture of yourself having a good time at a similar event or sharing a story about a fun memory you had together. You can bring back those feelings of nostalgia, but remember the goal here is not to manipulate but to remain true to who you are and let her naturally realize what she's missing. 8. She finds out about your success, the reminder of shared dreams. When a woman learns about your success from afar, it often triggers a deep emotional response. This can come about due to the success, or she just sees you at a good place in your life. This reaction isn't just about envy or regret, it's rooted in the shared memories and experiences that once bonded you together. It is the realization of what you could have been as a couple. According to Stoic principles, we must understand that every person has their own path, and our achievements are part of our journey, not theirs. However, your success can naturally remind her of the times when she was closely connected to your life, sharing in your dreams, goals, and accomplishments. She may wonder what could have been if she stayed. Imagine you recently received a promotion at work or accomplished a significant personal goal. When she hears this news, it can bring back memories of when you used to share your aspirations and victories with her. She might recall those late-night conversations where you spoke passionately about your goals, or the times she was by your side celebrating your small and big wins alike. This realization that she's no longer part of these meaningful moments can stir a profound sense of longing and nostalgia. She might remember your face glowing as you told her your dreams. That memory can be very powerful. Through the lens of Stoicism, your focus should always be on what you can control: your actions, your growth, and your mindset. While you cannot control how someone feels about your success, you can influence how you present yourself and your achievements. If you want her to miss you and recognize what she's missing, focus on becoming the best version of yourself, demonstrating growth not just in your career or personal achievements but in your character, resilience, and wisdom. For example, you might share your successes publicly through social media or mutual friends, not in a boastful way, but as a means of showing your continuous development. This approach isn't about flaunting your success, it's about illustrating your journey of self-improvement and resilience, a core Stoic principle. When she sees that you're thriving and constantly evolving, it can create a powerful realization of what she has lost. The key is to show that you're moving forward, growing, and achieving without needing her validation or presence. 9. She realizes her mistakes, the dawn of regretful understanding. Imagine a moment of self-reflection where she starts to see things from a different perspective, where she genuinely understands her role in the distance that has grown between you. It is as if a light bulb turns on. This realization often triggers a deep sense of missing someone. When a woman takes the time to look back at past interactions and choices, she may come to see how her actions contributed to your separation. She might feel a mix of remorse and longing, realizing that the little things she overlooked or the misunderstandings she let slide now seem like lost opportunities. She may begin to see the things you have said and have done with a new perspective. This new view can lead to a sense of longing and the realization that you were always right. The Stoics believed in the importance of self-examination, understanding one's role in life's events, and accepting responsibility for one's actions. It is through reflection that we can see our true selves. This reflection is beneficial to making future decisions. When she begins to understand her mistakes, it can be a wake-up call, a moment when she realizes how much she undervalued your presence, misunderstood your intentions, or overlooked the unique qualities that made you who you are. It's not about guilt but about gaining insight and wisdom from the past, a principle highly valued in Stoicism. Now, how can you adapt this understanding to make her miss you even more? First, you need to embrace the Stoic principle of patience. Don't rush to remind her of her mistakes or push her to cede her worth immediately. Instead, give her the space to come to these realizations on her own. By doing so, you respect her journey and allow her the time to reflect deeply. If you've pulled back to give her space, continue to focus on your own growth and self-improvement. Let her see that you're not just sitting around waiting but actively working on yourself, embodying the Stoic ideal of self-mastery and independence. When she sees that you are strong, centered, and not overly concerned with her opinions, it can make her reconsider what she lost. Remember, in Stoicism, we learn to control our own actions and reactions, not those of others. By maintaining your composure and living according to your values, you create a space where she might come to see the true value of what you offered in the relationship. 10. She experiences nostalgia through others' kindness, the echo of your unique care. When a woman encounters kindness from others, it often stirs up memories of the unique ways you use to express your care and affection. She will remember the subtle things that you said and did. She will remember that you said the things that other people didn't say. She will see that your kindness has a uniqueness to it. This isn't just about random acts of kindness, it's about the deep emotional connections and specific moments that made your relationship special. When she experiences a friend's support, a colleague's thoughtfulness, or even a stranger's random act of kindness, it can unexpectedly remind her of how you uniquely showed your love. She will remember the way you looked at her. From a Stoic perspective, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and to accept what we cannot. When a woman misses you because she sees kindness in others, it isn't something you can directly control. However, you can adapt your behavior and your mindset to create an environment where she is more likely to miss you. For example, in your relationship, you might have had a unique way of showing kindness, like sending her a thoughtful message when she was having a tough day or knowing exactly when to give her space and when to hold her close. These actions are deeply rooted in understanding her needs and are expressions of Stoic wisdom. The Stoics emphasize being present and fully engaged in relationships, offering our best without expecting anything in return. Imagine a time when you surprised her with her favorite meal after she mentioned craving it in passing. It wasn't just about the meal, it was the attention to detail and the effort to make her feel seen and understood. Now, when she encounters a kind gesture from someone else, say a colleague brings her coffee, she might appreciate it, but it also brings back memories of how you went the extra mile. The lesson is to adapt Stoic principles and make her miss you. Focus on being the best version of yourself without trying to manipulate her feelings. Practice patience, understanding, and kindness not as a means to an end but as a reflection of your character. When you are authentically yourself and live according to Stoic virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, you create a strong impression that stays with her even in your absence. Also, remember the Stoic idea of impermanence. Life is constantly changing, and people come and go. When she experiences kindness from others, it's a gentle reminder of your absence and the irreplaceable moments you shared. But instead of trying to control her longing or manipulate her emotions, embrace the idea that what you offered was unique and valuable. The Stoics would advise you to let go of any need to control her feelings. Instead, focus on your growth, your peace of mind, and maintaining a steady course in your own life. By embodying these principles, you become someone who is missed not because of what you want but because of who you are. The Stoics focused on controlling themselves and their emotions. The goal is to be your best self. These are powerful and positive principles to live by. Your unique expressions of care, whether through thoughtful actions, encouraging words, or an intuitive understanding of her needs, leave a lasting mark. These acts of kindness are not just remembered, they are cherished in your absence. This isn't to downplay the kindness of others but to highlight the special bond and understanding you shared. Ultimately, the psychological response she experiences when she misses you reflects the lasting impact of genuine care and relationships. Embracing the art of connection and lasting impact. As we conclude our exploration of how psychological cues and Stoic wisdom can deepen emotional connections and foster a sense of longing, it's clear that making someone miss you involves more than mere absence. It's about understanding the profound impact of your presence and strategically utilizing the lessons of Stoicism, self-control, emotional balance, and genuine engagement in relationships. We need to take action to control ourselves. The end goal is to better ourselves and our relationships. Throughout today's discussion, we've seen how simple acts of attention and the quality of your presence can leave a lasting impression, whether it's through disrupting daily routines, evoking feelings of loneliness, or reminding her of your unique qualities when compared to others. Each scenario underscores the power of thoughtful interaction and the Stoic philosophy of appreciating the present while preparing for the ebb and flow of life. We need to live in the moment. It helps make us a happier person. Remember, the goal isn't to manipulate emotions but to cultivate a genuine connection that naturally makes her value and miss your presence. This goal is much more beneficial. By embodying Stoic principles and focusing on self-improvement, you not only enhance your own life but also become someone truly memorable. If you are always striving to be a better person, you will be better to the people around you. To further solidify your understanding and empower you to apply these principles in your life, consider these practical exercises. Attentive Listening Challenge. For 1 week, consciously focus on actively listening in every conversation you have. Make eye contact, avoid interrupting, and ask clarifying questions. At the end of each day, reflect on how your approach to listening impacted the interactions you had. Routine Audit. Identify 1 or 2 daily routines you currently share with someone important to you. How can you enhance these routines to make them more meaningful and enjoyable? Consider adding a personal touch, such as a thoughtful gift or a shared activity. Comfort Zone Challenge. Reflect on a time when you provided comfort and support to someone in need. What specific actions or words did you use that were most effective? How can you replicate those actions in future situations? Authenticity Inventory. Create a list of your core values and beliefs. How well are you living in alignment with these values? Identify any areas where you may be compromising your authenticity and make a plan to course correct. Emotional Resilience Practice. Develop a daily practice of mindfulness or meditation to cultivate emotional resilience. Learn to observe your emotions without judgment and develop strategies for managing stress and anxiety. Memory Lane Journey. Spend some time reflecting on your favorite memories with someone you care about. What made those moments so special? How can you create similar experiences in the future? Social Engagement Experiment. At your next social event, consciously focus on bringing positive energy to conversations and making others feel comfortable. Observe how your presence impacts the overall atmosphere. Success Visualization. Visualize yourself achieving a significant personal or professional goal. How does it feel? What steps can you take today to move closer to that goal? Self-Reflection Journal. Dedicate time each week to self-reflection, examining your actions, motivations, and relationships. What lessons have you learned? How can you improve in the future? Kindness Challenge. Perform 1 random act of kindness each day. It could be something as simple as holding the door open for someone, offering a compliment, or donating to a charity. It's crucial to acknowledge that the principles discussed in this video could be misinterpreted or misused if approached with the wrong intentions. It's vital to reiterate that the goal is not to manipulate or control others, but rather to cultivate authentic connections based on mutual respect and genuine care. Some may argue that the focus on self-improvement and individual growth is selfish or neglects the needs of others. However, the Stoic perspective emphasizes that self-improvement is not an end in itself but a means to becoming a better partner, friend, and member of society. When you are at your best, you are better able to contribute to the well-being of those around you. Others may worry that the emphasis on detachment will lead to emotional coldness or a lack of empathy. However, detachment, in the Stoic sense, is not about suppressing emotions or becoming indifferent to the suffering of others. It's about understanding that you cannot control external events or the actions of others, and focusing your energy on what you can control, your own thoughts, actions, and attitudes. This detachment allows you to respond to challenges with greater clarity, wisdom, and resilience. It's also important to recognize that everyone is different, and what works for one person may not work for another. The principles discussed in this video are intended to be a guide, not a rigid set of rules. Adapt them to fit your unique circumstances, values, and personality. Experiment and find what works best for you. Ultimately, the art of being missed is about leaving a lasting legacy of genuine connection. It's about creating relationships that are built on trust, respect, and mutual understanding. It's about making a positive impact on the lives of others, leaving them with memories that they will cherish long after you're gone. When you approach relationships with authenticity, empathy, and a commitment to self-improvement, you create a ripple effect that extends far beyond your immediate circle. You inspire others to live more meaningful and fulfilling lives, contributing to a world that is more compassionate, connected, and resilient. The world needs more relationships built on solid principles. So, embrace the wisdom of Stoicism, cultivate your inner strength, and strive to be the best version of yourself. By doing so, you will not only attract healthy and fulfilling relationships, but you will also leave a lasting mark on the hearts and minds of those you connect with. You will become someone worth missing. If you found these insights helpful and are eager for more ways to strengthen your relationships through Stoicism, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Your engagement helps us grow and continue providing valuable content. Take a moment to rate this video from 1 to 5, where 1 is the lowest and 5 is the highest, to let us know how we did. Before you go, make sure to leave a comment with your thoughts or share your experiences. If you're interested in further exploring the art of meaningful connections, check out the recommended videos on your screen. Until next time, embrace the wisdom of Stoicism and make your absence felt in the most impactful way. Live with intention, act with kindness, and strive to become the best version of yourself. The world needs your unique gifts and talents. Don't be afraid to shine your light and make a positive impact on the world. We wish you all the best on your journey towards a more fulfilling and connected life.